Jeff Cobb challenges Bobby Fish to a bout at TLC. Bad blood has risen between Marty Scurll and Jon Moxley. Gulak had struck from behind. The Saviors beating down the champions ahead of their bout at TLC. The #1 contender to the SmackDown Women's Championship, Shayna Baszler, against Paige at TLC. Rainmaker! See you at TLC! Mojo gonna use the chair, yeah! Hang on a minute! Kevin Owens! Owens coming to the aid! Chasing them out of the ring! Bad blood never rests! Hello everyone and welcome to SmackDown. We are here from the beautiful Talking Stick Resort in Glendale, Arizona. Just 2 shows to go until TLC. And we are kicking things off with the celebration of Goldie. The WWE Champion is here. Tommaso Ciampa ready to celebrate his WWE Championship win at Survivor Series. A warm welcome to you all wherever you are tuning in. It's a big night of action here tonight for the card. But it seems as if we're kicking things off right away with what was advertised last week, Tommaso Ciampa's championship celebration with the WWE Championship that he has named Goldie. And Phoenix certainly does not have a kind reaction towards the champion at all. We learned last week that Kazuchika Okada will fight Tommaso Ciampa at TLC, tables, ladders, and chairs in a rematch for that WWE Championship. Will the title be hung above the ring? Will it be a tables, ladders, and chairs match? That we do not know yet. All we do know is that the title match is on, but that is secondary in the mind of Tommaso Ciampa. What is in his mind right now, what belongs in his mind, what belongs in his hand, in his eyes, is celebrating the WWE Championship victory. The achieved by cashing on Okada at Survivor Series. And it seems that it is that time. Ciampa digging in at the heels of Okada and Rollins from their historic match at Survivor Series to remind everyone that he was the one who closed the show. God, he's a polar opposite to Tetsuya Naito in ECW, but he is insane with this title. He's ensconced with it. He is absorbed by it. Uh-oh. Speak the name of the man, and he will arrive. Gate crashing. Goldie's celebration. Kevin Owens is in the building. It seems with Tommaso Ciampa's championship celebration has been rescheduled for the KO show because Kevin Owens is coming down to the ring to stare off with his bitter rival of many months. And the man who last week he sent chasing out of the ring after an attempted assault on Kazuchika Okada, Kevin Owens hitting the ring. And more than happy, it seems, to have gate crashed This sounds interesting. Kevin Owens and Mojo Rawley have certainly been at one another's throats for a while. And Kevin Owens wants to end things, challenging Mojo Rawley to a steel cage match at TLC. And on top of that, he ain't backing down from the Blackheart either. It seems like Kevin Owens is offering a fight to anyone and everyone. He challenges Mojo Rawley for TLC, but he wants to fight Ciampa right here, right now. Oh, and of course, it just so happens to be a convenience that keeps Tommaso Ciampa out from facing Kevin Owens here tonight. And even Kevin Owens thinks the same. And he is digging into the skin of Tommaso Ciampa, bringing up Goldie and saying that Okada's taking the title back next Sunday at TLC. You'd swear that championship is his lawfully wedded wife, the way Ciampa speaks of it. But hang on a minute, folks. He told him to look behind him because at the other end of the ramp, there is the man he challenged for the steel cage match. There is Mojo Rawley, and Kevin Owens' attention has turned away in the blink of an eye, away from Ciampa and onto Mojo Rawley. Rawley's ran backstage here. Ciampa watching on with the rest of us. Kevin Owens, we're backstage here. Owens hunting for Mojo Rawley. Oh, and Mojo hiding behind the door. Sprung the trap. And now the hyperdrive on Owens onto the concrete floor backstage. It is all out of control here at the start of SmackDown. And it is going to be all out of control inside of that steel cage. Mojo Rawley accepts, but we need a camera back in the ring because the Rainmaker is in the building. And Ciampa has seen him. Ciampa and Okada face to face. Ciampa has the swing of the title, and Okada counted it. Right hand. Rainmaker. And after last week, a well-deserved one to the WWE Champion. And Okada with belt in hand letting Ciampa know next Sunday, Goldie's going back to the Rainmaker. What a chaotic way to get us started here on SmackDown, folks, and there's still a whole night of action to go through here for our main event of the evening. What a main event it's going to be! Keith Lee and Jon Moxley. I think Phoenix is still soaking in, along with myself, and I would assume along with everyone watching at home, what we just saw. That was fantastic. That was chaos. That was one hell of a way to kick things off on SmackDown. That was a lot to take in. Kevin Owens gatecrashing the party. Mojo Rawley assaulting Owens backstage. How many times have I said that before? The final chapter between Owens and Mojo will be written at TLC in a steel cage match. And Okada getting sweet justice for last week's blindside attack from Ciampa. With a rainmaker here this evening, laying out the WWE Champion, and maybe, as he said, letting Tommaso Ciampa get comfortable with his future at TLC. Okada wants that title back for a third time, and Tommaso Ciampa is about to find out what a pissed off Kazuchika Okada is truly capable of. Well, that is one hell of a way to kick us off here in terms of talking points in the Talking Stick Arena. But it is time to get into the in-ring action. A shortened card here, just 4 matches for you here tonight. Due to the championship celebration, apparently we're supposed to go on a little bit longer than expected. But I mean, with all that went on, we were certainly entertained, but now it's time to get to the in-ring action here this evening, as Big E will go one-on-one against the Prince, Finn Balor, the leader of Balor Club here in Phoenix, Arizona. Balor still trying really to find his footing, to get comfortable since the defeat to Kazuchika Okada back at No Way Out. He hasn't really been able to find himself. He hasn't been really able to lock into the Finn Balor that spent so much of 2019 locking horns with the originals, AJ Styles, Tama Tonga. He hasn't found that edge. He hasn't been able to find it back yet. He hasn't been able to find what makes Finn Balor Finn Balor. It's almost as if he lost it at No Way Out, and he hasn't been able to recover it. Well, maybe here tonight against Big E, another man looking to find his footing here on SmackDown. Another man who has struggled in recent memory. Big E separated from Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods went to ECW to continue on the New Day with Kofi Kingston. Big E went back to his singles pasture on SmackDown, but it hasn't been a good time for Big E at all. So 2 guys looking to find their footing, looking to find their situation, looking to find where they belong on SmackDown. Getting ready to lock horns here this evening. Of course, no title match will be waiting for them at TLC. All 4 title matches have been decided for TLC, the last of which were decided last week when Shayna Baszler decimated Ruby Riott and Kazuchika Okada defeated Mojo Rawley to enable his rematch for the WWE Championship. Of course, we also know that Hangman Page will face Kota Ibushi for the Intercontinental title, and the Saviors will challenge the Dangerous Alliance for the WWE Tag Team titles. But here we go. Singles action to get us underway. Big E versus Finn Balor. Bell rings, and we are underway here this evening in Phoenix. You know, in some ways you could kind of say this match is must win for both guys. They both really need the win. They both really need to impress not only the fans, not only themselves, but SmackDown General Manager Christian James as well. It's of paramount importance really for both guys to, it's not even hit the ground running, but it's get themselves back on track more so than anything else. As Big E and Finn Balor engage in this collar tie-up right now. Big E, of course, much heavier than Finn Balor. May well have 100 pounds on the former World Heavyweight Champion. Both men former World Champions in their own right. Big E did it on ECW many moons ago. Big right hand there from Big E as he's countered there by Balor on the rebound. Balor coming in here with the hard shots onto Big E. But it doesn't seem to be phasing the big man. He's taking the body blows, but he's recovering from them almost immediately. Oh, and a right hand smack there in the chest from Big E. Lighting up the chest of Balor before he slams him down into the mat. And this is what makes Big E dangerous. This is what brings him to the table. And this is his power and dominance in one showcase. What a power bomb there from Big E. Cover made on Balor, but it's only good for one. Big E a little taken back by that, and look at how quickly Balor's back up to his feet here. Oh, but look at how quickly Big E takes him back down. Almost immediately there. In the corner we go now. Oh, great counter from Balor. Look like an attempted running shoulder tackle from Big E. Met with a DDT. And another one by Balor. Early attempt to put the match away, but the referee, they're saying that the hand of Big E underneath that bottom rope. Nicely done indeed there from Big E, whether he intended or not. Got to the ropes, got safe, and didn't need to worry about a kick out. But the face of Big E, it's getting a wild ride here. Face first into the ring pole, into the turnbuckle there. Counter made, and again. The strength of Big E quickly just derails and takes away Finn Balor and puts him back down in his, oh my goodness, in Big E's desired path, in Big E's desired position, and that is him in control. The Balor Club cheering on Finn Balor here. They want to see him succeed, and succeed he shall. Hard chop in the chest from Balor. Look out here. Beautiful basement drop kick. Finn Balor has become a staple name on SmackDown over the last few months. Not all really of last year, he helped to secure that image. As Balor comes in hot there with an elbow drop onto Big E. And way down on the neck here from Balor as well. A head-oriented offense from Finn Balor so far. Look out here. Back in the ring, quickly went for the tope, but Big E's speed, just too much there. Finn Balor couldn't prepare for it as Big E moved out of the way. And look at the strength here, Jesus! What a belly-to-belly. Again, look at Balor just trying to recover, trying to claw himself back up to his strength every time Big E's strength is being showcased here. Balor is just being leveled and rocked from it. Good opener so far from these two guys. Hang on though. Balor counters the Irish whip. Big E may have hit his head hard on that top turnbuckle because there is no response from him. Shotgun drop kick from Balor. Top rope he goes, and you know what for? The coup de grace connects. Just like that, it can all be over, and it is for Big E. Finn Balor, your winner. Strike when the iron is hot. That is exactly what Balor did on Big E. One missed chance, maybe a little bit of divine intervention. Maybe Big E caught his head on the turnbuckle. But one thing is for certain, Finn Balor, your winner, as we get things underway on SmackDown. Right now though, folks, we are going to take you to the advocate of the Dangerous Alliance, Paul Heyman. Ouch. That's all I can say. Ouch. Paul Heyman just hit hard and hit home to Jeff Cobb. That was pretty painful. That was something. And if there's one man who you wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of, it is Jeff Cobb. Well, Paul Heyman's just an advocate to the end of the day. And Bobby Fish is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the greatest WWE champions of all time as well. That fight between them two at TLC next Sunday just got kicked up a notch by the words of the Advocate, of the Dangerous Alliance, and of the infamous Bobby Fish. Well, right now, folks, we're going to move on here to our next contest of the evening. The Welsh Wizard, the Pride of Wales, is back in action as Tegan Nox is going one-on-one, non-title here this evening, against the SmackDown Women's Champion. That's right. What an opportunity it is for Tegan Nox as she is going to go one-on-one against Paige. Big match for Paige coming up next Sunday. She faces the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler. And if Paige was watching SmackDown last week, which I'm sure she was, she would have seen just what happened with Shayna Baszler and the Riot Squad. She took out Liv Morgan early in the evening. Liv didn't even make it to the main event. She was out cold. She wasn't moving, and I think she was too scared to get back out there and stand across from Shayna Baszler. So Baszler took it all out on Ruby Riott. She threw her around and outside of the ring. Powerbomb on the apron, snake eyes on the steps. Ace of Spades clutch. Good night, Ruby Riott. And here we are with Tegan Nox and Paige this evening, with Shayna Baszler waiting around the corner. And having already choked out Paige once, if she does it again next Sunday, there's a new SmackDown Women's Champion in town. But Tegan Nox has the opportunity here this evening to potentially add herself to that championship matchup, to make it a triple threat here by pinning the champion. What a chance that would be. Tegan Nox here this evening, and you know I'm going to be on his side as well, fellow countrywoman of course. Flying the flag of Wales, not only on her entrance gear, not only on that jacket, but on the Titantron as well. So great to see that beautiful dragon. We'll move on here. Can focus on the match now. Not my biases. There's big high kick attempt there by Tegan Nox is countered by Paige, who gets in a spinning kick in the gut. They look at the speed of Paige now as she's going to work. Tilt-a-whirl neck breaker takes Tegan Nox down. It is England versus Wales here in this one. Oh! Paige's knee going right into that top turnbuckle. And Tegan Nox capitalizing with a spinning sit-out spinebuster on the champion before a spinning leg drop connects as well. Tegan Nox trying to cook things off hot here in this contest, the best that she can, that's for certain. Paige caught here. Triangle lock of some sort, trying to wear her down. Oh! Champion elbows her way out. Nicely done. Look at this now. She has control of the arms. Taking a page out of Kazuchika Okada's book with some wrist lock lariats to take care of Tegan Nox here. And just like Okada, she hopes her clotheslines are enough. But they don't seem to be on the same level as the Rainmakers, because they did not put away the contest here this evening. Big backstabber from Tegan Nox there onto Paige. This is all about opportunity. Opportunity knocking for Tegan Nox. If it's knocking on the door, she's got to take as much of an opportunity of it as she can. She's got to take the champion to the limit. And if she can do more than that, then that would be even better. She's got to do everything that she can to beat the champion here this evening. And to show to Shayna Baszler there's more than one contender in town, and there'll be more than one contender in the ring at TLC as well. Paige in from behind. Big German suplex on Tegan Nox. Wonderful bridge, but Tegan Nox kicks out at 2. That just shows you how quickly things can change in a match. Just one move all of a sudden, and the pendulum swings back in the favor of the champion. In the corner, Paige has been using the turnbuckles a lot in this matchup. Tegan Nox showing that she can do the same as well, with some shoulder tackles on the champion now. Look out! Big sit-out bomb. And now it's Tegan Nox who has the champion where she wants her. Look at this now. Reverse figure four of sorts it looks like from Tegan Nox here. Incredible submission hold on Paige. The champ is in trouble. Oh, but she slips her way out, and look who's got close eyes on this one backstage. The Queen of Spades is watching on at the woman who she hopes to take the title away from next Sunday, who is currently on the receiving end of a Tegan Nox beatdown. Oh, but a counter made there by Paige. So quick and clean. Sidewalk slam. Nothing fancy about it. Just picked her up and slammed her right down. Here goes Paige now. Sends her off the ropes. Arm drag. Got to assume somewhere in Paige's mind she knows that Shayna Baszler's watching on. She's got to try and impress you, but Tegan Nox is going to do everything that she can to try and cause that upset. Hell, if the number one contender's watching on, why not show why you could be next in line? But this ain't going to do any favors to the knees, the surgically repaired knees of Tegan Nox. You can see the braces on them as the clover leaf is locked in. Tegan Nox is in agony here. She may well have to tap out. Oh no, look at the fight there in the Welsh Wizard. She kicks Paige away and the fight is still well within her. Pump handle, backbreaker there from Tegan Nox, as if to say, these knees, they can keep on going no matter what you try and do to them. Leapfrog now. Hurricanrana. Statement made from Tegan Nox. Paige sitting in the bottom turnbuckle, may be in big trouble. Oh, she's right back up to her feet. Look at the fight within her. But Tegan Nox has it equally in her as well. Crucifix. Here we go with a high kick there from Tegan Nox. This could be a moment. To the top rope she goes. Oh, the knees are up in the last second though on that attempted splash. Paige read it perfectly. One missed chance. Rampage DDT follows. 1, 2, Paige comes out with the win over Tegan Nox here this evening. And Shayna Baszler, what does she have to make of the performance of the champion here tonight? Tegan Nox was taking Paige to the limit, but the Rampage DDT ended it. But if Shayna Baszler can get in control of Paige, if she can get the clutch in at TLC, will she get the SmackDown Women's Championship around her waist? That is what it's all about, the pride and passion for Hangman Page of the Intercontinental title that he hopes to claim next Sunday. Well, speaking of the Saviors, ladies and gentlemen, they're up in tag team action up next against the American Show-Offs. And for the first time in months, they team together. The first time forever, they make their way out together. Make way here to show the world. Enter Kingdom. Cody Rhodes and Dolph Ziggler, the former WWE Tag Team Champions, making their way out as a combined force. And here they come towards the ring. Ziggler and Rhodes, for the first time in many, many months, as a tag team duo against the #1 contenders to the WWE Tag Team titles. Ziggler and Rhodes going to go up against Roderick Strong and Drew Gulak here this evening. We just heard what Hangman Page had to say towards Kota Ibushi and to Ricochet as well. Calling him a false prophet and calling the Saviors a false ideology. Rhodes and Ziggler look as fired up as they were when they were tag team champions, and that is great to see, as they may well be starting their claim back towards those titles. And remember, Cody Rhodes made his return a few weeks ago on SmackDown when he went one-on-one with the Intercontinental Champion. And if it wasn't for the distraction of that man right there, he might have beaten the Intercontinental Champion. Well, there he is, folks. The savior of SmackDown, Kota Ibushi, making his saviors stand beside him. The #1 contenders to the WWE Tag Team titles, the duo who will face Sheamus and Bobby Lashley next Sunday at TLC. The duo of the saviors, looking for more gold to add to Ricochet's quest, to add to his goal, to add to his belief that he can save SmackDown, that he can save professional wrestling, that he can give it to guys like Strong, Gulak, and Ibushi. And with Kota Ibushi having the Intercontinental title, maybe, just maybe, Ricochet has a point. The next Sunday will be a big proving test, as Gulak and Strong are going to have to find a way to beat a duo that very easily has over 100 pounds on these two. Maybe at a combined weight, these two guys are about 360, 370. The Dangerous Alliance absolutely over 500 pounds, maybe even touching 550. But here tonight, they're going to go up against the American Show-Offs. Their focus for the Dangerous Alliance is not until next Sunday. As for right now, it is time to see if the American Show-Offs have lost any of their luster after so many months without tagging. Cody Rhodes out for a long time with injury. There was tension in the American Show-Offs before that moment in time. Well, here we go. And it was Cody Rhodes who made a return against the Saviors to help Dolph Ziggler all the way back at Judgment Day. Look out here! Roderick Strong cooking early on. Big forearms and a clothesline takes down Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare kicks at it too. Cody Rhodes, a Triple Crown champion, of course achieved it last year when him and Grand Slam champion Dolph Ziggler won the tag team titles from the Gorillas of Destiny. Oh, there is, as I have been told to call him from now on, the savior of the backbreaker in Roderick Strong. And oh, he is unloading away again there into Cody. New nicknames for the new call signs, whatever you want to say, for the two men, the tag team duo of the Saviors. It is the savior of the backbreaker in Roderick Strong, and it is the savior of submissions in Drew Gulak, of course, to go along with the golden savior in Kota Ibushi, and the all-around savior of SmackDown Live in Ricochet, the grand savior, if you will. You might well want to take that nickname from now on. Here we go, though. It's Drew Gulak in the ring against Cody Rhodes. Wheelbarrow German suplex there from Rhodes. That caught Gulak big time. He is rocked by it here, and Rhodes able to make the tag into Ziggler. And let's see what they can do in the ring right now. Tandem tag team offense. Nothing flashy, but definitely effective. Big right hand. Let's see what will happen here. In the corner, big splash connected with there by Ziggler. Taking Gulak down. First cover of the match now from the American Show-Offs. Right in front of Ricochet. Shoulder is up quite easily at 2 there from Drew Gulak, however, who is up to his feet before Ziggler realizes it. And that has enabled Gulak to take control here. Irish whipping Ziggler into the turnbuckle and making the tag into Roderick Strong. The Saviors right back into control. They are so smooth with their tag team offense. The Saviors Might not have got a nomination for Faction of the Year in the year-end awards. Oh, but they're certainly, if you had to ask me, favorites to pick it up already for this calendar year. Roderick Strong is all over Ziggler right now. Look out here, Ziggler comes up with the counter. Great counter to that attempted double underhook suplex there. To the savior, the backbreaker. Up and over the top rope. No, Ziggler brings him back in. Short fireman's carry slam there from Ziggler. Maybe the chance is opened up for Ziggler to tag in Rhodes here, and that's exactly what it looks like he's going to do. Strong in trouble. Cody Rhodes, the legal man. The American Nightmare is legal. And a beautiful double back body drop there from the former tag team champions, making things work. And trying to send a statement message in their return to tag team wrestling. Rhodes did say before he went away to have surgery done on all of his injuries, but when they came back, the American Show-offs would be bigger, badder, and better than ever. And now is their chance to prove it. Roderick Strong with a big knee in the face. Oh, what a backbreaker! Well, you'd expect it from the savior of it. And Cody kicks at it too there, but not an emphatic kick out. Only just getting the shoulder up in time there from Cody. In the corner we go now. That time, no one's home on the knee. Rhodes is in with a neck breaker onto Strong. Look at Strong getting back up. As if Ricochet is willing him on, but only to go right back down, courtesy of that clothesline. And Cody Rhodes here. Oh, big sit out Uranagi. Rhodes right into a cover. There's one. Have they beaten the number one contenders? They got damn close. Block wanting back in. You can see he doesn't want to disappoint Ricochet. They don't want to disappoint the saviors or the savior himself when he is watching on at ringside. Strong in here, sending Rhodes up and over the top rope and right in front of Ricochet. Once again, they cross paths with one another. Just how they did 2 weeks ago. Back in the ring we go now with Roderick Strong. Able to keep control over Cody Rhodes here. Ricochet just staring down at Cody Rhodes, maybe eyeing up someone who he might want to try and cleanse next. Double back elbows. And Gulak is now able to take control. Jesus. You know he's got nothing but brutality in that lariat in the back of the head, does Gulak. He has the arm here as well, but Cody Rhodes able to power his way out. There were some body shots. Nicely done from Cody. Here we go now, vintage Cody Rhodes. Alabama slam onto Drew Gulak. And that may get him working. Tag made. Ziggler's legal again. Good tags from both sides. Diving crossbody there from Ziggler. Strong wants back in. Ziggler ain't going to allow it. A quick elbow drop there into the back. Snap elbow drop almost. But now it's time for a little bit of the show-off's touch. Big diving elbow, but Gulak comes up with a counter. Take a look at this. Big time power bomb. Nothing flashy, nothing emphatic. All business, all damage, all about victory, all about cleansing. That is the Saviors as they work their way towards the tag team titles. Gulak in the corner now. Oh, big forearm on Ziggler. Huge clothesline, but hang on a minute, up on the stage. Gulak may have caught their eye. It's Lashley and Sheamus. It's the tag team champions. Come to get a close eye on the number one contenders. Gulak, too interested in them. Ziggler from behind. The American Show-offs just beat the number one contenders. Give the assist where it's due to Lashley and Sheamus. Ziggler and Rhodes back in tag team action, and they just beat the Saviors on their return. Well, folks, that is not going to be all for the Saviors and tag team action. Heading into TLC as next week, Hangman Page will team with former Intercontinental Champion Jay White to take on Ricochet and Kota Ibushi. But here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for our main event of the evening, it's Keith Lee and Jon Moxley. If Moxley wins, he will get the chance to face Marty Scurll at TLC. And here we are. It's been a wild night in Phoenix, but it's time for the main event of the evening as the villain is led out by his bodyguards, by Keith Lee, the man who will look to make Jon Moxley bask in his glory. And you heard what I just said there, folks. Didn't get to say it at the top of the evening, simply did not have time with everything that had just gone on. But the stipulation to this match, if Moxley can beat Keith Lee here tonight, he will get the villain one-on-one at TLC Tables, Ladders and Chairs next weekend. We saw in the quick recap that Moxley was taken out backstage by Marty Scurll just after turning towards Jackson Ryker and saying, we'll stand by one another. We need to have each other's back against forces like Keith Lee and Marty Scurll. Just a second later, the villain struck as if he was waiting the whole moment. Keith Lee might be aligned with a villain who is not a fan favorite by any means, but the crowd, wherever we go, seem to like Keith Lee. There's something about him. There is a likability to Keith Lee. I have to agree with them. But for the first time since Fastlane, the crowd will rise to their feet. No longer for Dean Ambrose, but for Jon Moxley, who's coming through Phoenix faithful. Listen to that reaction for the man who no longer is the Lunatic Fringe, but is Death Rider. That Dirty Deeds DDT, no longer. That is the paradigm shift. Jon Moxley is a new man, a man that has found himself once again. He is here tonight to fight Limitless Keith Lee, and he hasn't come alone either, because Jackson Ryker's in the building with him. And Moxley getting right in the face of Keith Lee as he prepares for this fight here this evening. Scurll on one side of the ring, Ryker on the other, but in the ring it is Keith Lee and Jon Moxley. It's our main event. Here we go. And Moxley ain't gonna wait around. Why would he? He's waited months to get back in the ring. And Keith Lee just looks at him after all those shots and says, bring it on. Oh, and Moxley will. Jon Moxley and Dean Ambrose, two completely different kettle of fish. Dean Ambrose a bit more of a laid-back kind of guy, a bit more of a kind of guy who, if this happened, he just kind of shrug it off. But when it happens with Moxley, he'll get in your face. He'll snap back at you. He will fight until the very end. He will take all the punishment you have to deal towards him, grit his teeth together, spit at you in the face, and just keep on fighting. The word quit does not exist in the vocabulary of Jon Moxley. But oh my goodness, he is very early on finding out what it is like to bask in the glory of Keith Lee. Keith Lee will be looking for revenge, of course. Look out here. Look at the athleticism of Keith Lee there. Moonsault on the second rope. Really covering this contest on Moxley. It's only good for two. But of course, Keith Lee will want revenge for 2 weeks ago when he was laid out in the ring by Jon Moxley and the paradigm shift. Moxley telling me before the show went on the air he's added a new tweak to the paradigm shift as well. And he hopes to be able to demonstrate it for us all here tonight against Keith Lee. And he's glad that Marty Scurll, I bet, has a front row seat as well. Oh, what a combination there from Keith Lee. Moxley's neck just coming down on the massive knee of Limitless. Keith Lee wearing him down here. Oh, shoulder chops there from Keith Lee. Moxley wanted to really showcase himself here this evening, but you have to remember, he's in the ring with Keith Lee, but the moonsault is denied there from Moxley. Look out now. Oh! Well, I think you heard the thud right then and there of Keith Lee's head meeting Moxley's knee, and then Moxley headbutting Keith Lee. It's only good for one. Oh man, we kicked off the show with some chaos and some action within the ring to remember, and I think these two guys might give us a match to remember to close the evening here in Phoenix as well. SmackDown really kicking things up a notch here tonight. You can tell the tensions in the air that our pay-per-view is close by for SmackDown. Oh, big right hand there attempted by Keith Lee. Moxley counters with a forearm. He'll go to the top rope here, will Death Rider. But look at Keith Lee. He shrugs off the forearm. And he sends Moxley flying off the top rope, and a belly-to-belly comes in hot there from Keith Lee, a bodyguard of the villain. Marty Scurll certainly chose a good man to protect him. Remember what Marty Scurll said when he brought in Keith Lee. If you want to fight the villain, you have to go through Keith Lee. And so far, no one's been able to do that. Well, if Moxley can do it here tonight, he gets the villain next Sunday at TLC. That's simple. Moxley's got involved so far, but Riker hasn't, and it was Riker who 2 weeks ago was decimated in this very ring by Keith Lee. But Keith Lee has certainly shown and certainly given no attention towards Riker on the outside. Downward spiral now from Keith Lee. Oh my goodness, springboard moonsault from him as well. Is there anything Keith Lee can't do? 1, 2... Oh, Moxley gets the shoulder up in time there. Keith Lee thought he had him. A disappointed look on his face as Scurll just kind of tells him, stay on him. Don't let Moxley recover. And he certainly isn't. Moxley is getting beat right now, but you can throw so much at Moxley, and he will be getting back up to his feet soon enough. Oh, single leg Boston Crab locked in here by Keith Lee. Not trying to make Moxley tap out, but trying to wear him down. Trying to take the leg out of him. Trying to take some speed and some fight out of him. But Moxley kicks him back. Right hand there. Big one from Moxley. Reverse DDT. As Scurll watches Keith Lee dragging himself up there using the ropes. Moxley in, knee trembler, and Lee spills in front of Scurll, and Moxley stares into the eyes of the villain. Stares into the eyes of a man who he could be minutes away from booking a ticket to fight. At tables, ladders, and chairs, Moxley to the top rope again. Keith Lee might not know where he is. Incoming, what a counter! That could be all she wrote. But Moxley kicks out at 2 again. Oh my goodness, now it's Keith Lee's turn to make some headlines. Keith Lee, this time, moonsault, he got him! But he is looking to finish off Moxley beyond a reasonable doubt. Is it going to be the Spirit Bomb? Is it going to be Ground Zero? It's going to be countered by Moxley. He gets out of it. In the corner now. Huge clothesline. There is not a piece of Dean Ambrose left in this man. This is 100% Jon Moxley. And whatever Keith Lee tries, Moxley seems to find a way back up to his feet and back into the fight. Oh, what a running splash though, and you can see the sweat dripping off of Keith Lee's body from this hellacious fight between the two. They have burst out of the gates fighting, and they still are to this very moment, but that could have knocked out Keith Lee. Limitless might be on cloud 9. Seem to suggest otherwise. Back suplex from Lee now. Wearing down the shoulder. Again, maybe trying to take the paradigm shift away from Jon Moxley here this evening. Has the... Oh, there's the shoulder chops again. Look at this now. Keith Lee on the apron. Tope back into the ring. How he does it, I don't know. But from athleticism to pure raw power. Deadlift powerbomb. Stunned him into the mat. Moxley again kicks at it too. Riker just watching on, but so is Scurll. Scurll can't take his eyes off the action. And neither can we. Moxley finally counters him. Top rope. Jon Moxley. Missile drop kick onto Keith Lee. Limitless in trouble again. Look at Moxley there, using the hairs on his arm to try and gain an advantage. Raking that in the forearm of the face. Keith Lee kicks at it too. That may have just been a cover by Moxley to try and catch him off guard. Oh, but Keith Lee, he may have taken a heavy knock from the drop kick, and he'll take a heavy knock from the knee trembler. Knee trembler from Moxley. Oh, but Keith Lee counters him. Jesus! Choke spine buster. Keith Lee's gonna look for it again to finish off Moxley. Oh, he's got the leg. Moxley kicks him away. Kicks him away. Kick in the gut. Paradigm shift, my goodness. Spiked his head. Moxley's going to TLC. And Scurll's reaction said it all. What a fight they gave each other. From bell to bell, it was a clinic. They gave it everything they had with one another. Strength, athleticism, brawling, you had the lot. But the knee trembler into the paradigm shift. What a move, and it makes it official at TLC. Marty Scurll and Jon Moxley will do battle one-on-one. What a bout it is gonna be. And what a way it was to close things out here on this episode of SmackDown Live. Wait a minute! That's Apollo Crews! What the hell? Apollo Crews with a steel chair onto Jon Moxley. Everyone's left ringside. Riker can't come to his aid. But what the hell is Crews doing here? The last time we saw Crews, he was on ECW. I know he had been traded to SmackDown, but not for this. No way, not on the outside. Don't do it. Oh my God.